Good evening, everyone. Today I would like to give you my persuasive speech on drinking and driving. And driving and drinking is among the worst habits practiced by all over the world. Drunk driving is a major risk to yourself, to the passenger in the car, to any other car, and the occupants sharing the road with you. Innocent bystanders could also suffer. Adding to this risk for humans, there is also the damage to vehicles involved or any property into which they may crash. The behavior of drinking and driving may result in various negative and devastating effects. It is one of the main causes of accidents. Usually drivers use their hands, eyes and feet to control the car. But their hands, eyes and feet must be controlled by the brains. Safe driving requires alertness and the ability to make quick decisions in rapidly changing situations. Then drinking alcohol can have a profound effect on driving skills. For example, drinking can have a negative effect on reaction time, vision, tracking, concentration, comprehension, and coordination. It is needful to avoid drinking and driving because alcohol affects you in a way that changes your judgment. When you are intoxicated, you need to see life in different angles. Alcohol also affects your vital motor skills required to drive safely. It is easy to think you are driving normally when truly you are not. When the police take notice, you could be hit with a DUI or a DWI. This is the best case scenario. Getting into an accident, your life could be lost as well as any others who too are involved in the accidents. According to national statistics, an average of 12,000 people died every year in DUI-related accidents. There is an average of 900,000 arrested each year for DUI, and full 1/3 of those are repeat offenders. While national average have dropped by half over the past 35 years, there is still an ongoing problem with the drinking and driving. The reason why alcohol and driving do not mix up plenty. The body is a very complicated organism, is everything in it. Must go just right for it function properly. Alcohol only affects how you function negatively. Alcohol is a downer that reduces activity in the central nervous system. The person exhibits loose muscle tone, loss of fine motor coordination, and often have a drunken gait. According to the Center of Disease Control, in 2015, over 10,967 people were killed in alcohol-impaired driving crashes, accounting for nearly 1/3, which is around 31% of all traffic-related deaths in the United States. Of the 1,070 traffic deaths among children ages 0 to 14 in 2015, 209, which is 19%, involved an alcohol-impaired driver. According to the CBS News, in 2015, 10,265 people died in the alcohol-impaired crashes, and increases of nearly 300 from the year before 2016, be even deadlier. According to the Time News, every day in America, under 27 people dies as a result of drunk and driving crashes. In 2011, 9,878 people died in drunk driving crashes. That is one person every 53 minutes. Drinking and driving always cause accidents. Also, it affects a license suspension, increased penalties for drinking driving. According to the Opposition Viewpoint article, Dissecting the Dangers of Drinking and Driving, research shows that most offenders drink and drive several times before they are caught. TRF says sympathy should be reserved for the victims of a tragic encounter with a drunk driver rather than with the driver. The public and the politicians need to be more knowing of the seriousness of the offense of the threat. These drivers pose on the roadways, TRF says. So the solution to this are various steps have been taken to reduce the drunk and driving. Police officers are entrusted with the duties of arresting any person who is caught driving while drunk. The fines of drunk driving should be raised. imposing multi-tier penalties based on BAC. Another solution is to install safety devices in the vehicle of people who have been convicted of drinking and driving. These devices help to prevent operations of the vehicle by anyone with a blood alcohol concentration that is specified below safe level. According to the Center Disease of Control, at all the levels of blood alcohol concentration, the risk of being involved in a crash is greater for young people than for older people. Among drivers with BAC level of 0.08% or higher involved in fatal crashes in 2014, 3 out of every 10 were between 21 and 25 years of age, which is only 30%. The next two largest groups were ages 25 to 34, which is 29%, and 35 to 44, which is 24%. In conclusion, I would like to include, we all have a duty to play in this. This is a call to action to you all. There are simple small things you can do to stop people from drinking and driving. We should endeavor to enlighten everyone on the dangers of drinking and driving. We can also carry out rallies to sanitize people on the dangers of drinking and driving. Drinking and driving is killer and everyone should avoid it. Thank you.